Alright, hey everyone, welcome back to another video on the Flow Builder Masterclass. And this is Himanshu from Salesforce Makes Sense. We are reaching towards the end of the curriculum, which has been an awesome curriculum I started back in December. I hope the videos have been helping. And in this specific video, in this particular video, we'll talk about how to deploy a flow, right? So let's quickly jump into the video and take a look at all the flows that we have created, right? So we have this screen flows, we have some record triggered flows, and then we have a scheduled flow. Now, a question might be, Manshu, you created everything on the Salesforce environment, but we do not create these on production. We create them on Sandbox, we deploy them to UAT, we move them to pre-prod, and that's when it gets deployed to production. Similarly, at the same time, we also have to ensure that we publish, or we commit these changes to Git. So how do you ensure that? How can I retrieve, or how can I deploy this to org, right? So for this, we use VS Code, right? Visual Studio Code is something that we use as the primary IDE for all kind of Salesforce development. And if you're not familiar with VS Code, I'll suggest you get started on it, and this is the tool that you want to be in. If you are someone who's using developer console for all your work, that's not great, right? Switch into VS Code. And if you're someone who's using it already, great. I'll just quickly show you how to retrieve and then use it to deploy your flows. All right, I have another playlist wherein I specifically talk about how to retrieve and deploy metadata. I'll just probably add a card link here on top so that you can take a look at that playlist if you are a bit fuzzy about the concept. Okay, now I am currently on VS Code and I have a repository created which is tied to my developer edition org right here, this one right here, which is called Himanshu prod, right? So the thing is, there are two kinds of things. The first scenario is that I have created something in Salesforce which is not available in my repository here. So you see the Force app, you do not see a flows folder, correct? Which means I have created something in Salesforce, but it is not available here on my local repository. So what do? I simply go to the org browser icon here. This is the cloud icon that you see, and this is where I'll be able to sync my repo with this particular org, which is Himanshu prod. You see, this is now updated, and now I can simply take a look at something called flow. So if you scroll down, this is all alphabetically sorted for you. You will see there are two things. One is the flow definition and the second is the flow. Okay, so what we need to do per flow is retrieve these two information. Now, this is a new flow that we have created. So we'll never find it here in our local repository because it has to be brought down from the Salesforce org to the local repo. So for the very first time, you always have to come to the org browser and you have to open this section flows and you have to open this section flow categories, sorry, flow definitions. All right, now as soon as you do that, you will be able to notice, okay, I am able to see all my flows here. Now let's say you are not allowed to deploy all the flows. Let's say you have passed all your tests for just the first two flows, the record triggered flow 1 and the record triggered flow 2. So what do? You go and hover over here and you see this download icon from the cloud, right? So you can simply click on this icon, and what this will do is this will retrieve this particular flow into your org. So it says that the retrieve successfully ran, and this is the name of the flow. Now, if I want to try opening it, I can simply look at my entire XML file or the meta XML file of the flow. So this is how easy it is to retrieve your flow. Now, this was my first flow, right? If you see now, it is showing up on your repo. You see a flows folder got created and you can see your flow. Similarly, I want to download or retrieve my second flow, so which is this one right here. I'll say retrieve. So it's always safe to retrieve what you need instead of retrieving everything all together. So what I've done is I've retrieved my two flows, and if you see under the flows folder, I can see my first and the second flow available as the meta file. All right, now what I can do is I can simply, if I have a Git repository set up here, I can commit these two changes as part of my source control. So as soon as it is here, it will start showing up on your source control and you can just stage and commit it. All right, as easy as that. Cool. Now we need to do the same thing for flow definitions because we need to deploy two things. One is the flow as the implementation and the other one is the definition. Now I have another folder created which is called the flow definition, and if you take a look at this particular flow definition, it says that the current active version is 4. Okay, if you do not retrieve your definitions and you simply try to deploy a flow to the next environment or the new environment, it might work or it might not work, but ideally it will work and it will just override the version that it will be on. Okay, so it will be the first version on the new sandbox. okay, or it would be the first version on production. All right, so that's the use of definitions. It gives you an active tracking of the version number that you are currently in. Okay, if you choose not to deploy it, that is absolutely fine. You can simply click this, right click here and deploy this to your org. So how do you deploy this to your other org? So let's say once you have retrieved it from here, you can simply either create a package.xml and you can use that, to deploy it, or you can use a chain sets and then deploy it. But then if you want to do it from VS Code, all you have to do just switch the repository here. So currently this is the org that it is pointing to. If I have another org, let's say Himanshu sandbox, I'll just switch my org here as the default org, and I can simply just right click and say deploy, this button right here. What this will do is this will deploy this particular flow into the new sandbox that I have currently authorized. Okay, if you want to deploy two files together, you can shift and choose them and simply say deploy source. Okay, even that can be done. And if there are any errors, they will throw here on the terminal, but if there are not, they'll just go ahead and deploy. So if I try to deploy it on my same environment and I'll say deploy source to org, they should deploy fine without any issues because it's pretty much the same flow, right? So it successfully ran and it ran the deployment. Okay, but now let's say you want to check, okay, Himanshu, can you show me actually, something getting deployed? So we are on RT flows 1, right? So RT flows 1 is here. Let's take a look at what the flow is and let's open the fourth version. And what are we doing here? Let's take a look. So what we are doing is we are saying update shipping address, right? So we are updating the shipping address. That is fine. But then I also have, let's say, 5 conditions, right? I'm just trying to show you something which so that you understand, how to deploy, whether the changes really affect or not. So we see this here, mailing country does not equal New Zealand, right? So instead of New Zealand, let's say I want to put Australia. So can I do this on my org? See, I can do it. This is not a good practice to do, but I'm just trying to show you a change so that you are able to figure out, okay, when we deploy, the changes are reflected. So I'll simply remove this value and I'll say Australia here. And similarly, there should be a value that's called NZ. So I'll just find that NZ value and replace that with AU. Okay, and I'll just save the flow and I'll now say deploy. Okay, so I've deployed the flow. Now let's refresh this flow here and I'll say leave page. And now if you take a look at the edit option, this is the fourth version, but what I want you to see is there is a new version that's created. I'll simply say leave page and you'll notice that a fifth version has been created. The fourth version has been inactivated, which is the one that we were seeing. But now if I open the new version, you see it has been created at 6:39, which is pretty much the time right now. I'll simply click on open and you'll see that the two conditions have changed from New Zealand to Australia. So if there are any straightforward changes that you want to try from, VS Code, you can do them from VS Code. But the idea is to show you that, yeah, deployment works and you can deploy directly from VS Code. All right. Great. So that was about deployment. Another way to retrieve these things is basically going to manifest and going to package.xml, right? So what is the name of the metadata? It is called flows, right? So you'll have to simply remove everything else in the package.xml and simply say, I want to retrieve flow, right? And as soon as you do that and you put a star, what this will do is this will retrieve all your flows. Okay, but if let's say you don't want to retrieve all your flows, you just want to retrieve a specific one, you have to make sure that you put in the API name of the flow. Where do you get the API name of the flow? You get it here. You get it on the flow page, right? If I have to open a flow, you see this is the API name. So I'll choose this particular name and I'll try to get this flow. I don't have it here, right? So I'll simply say retrieve. So when I retrieve from package.xml, you'll notice, see, the third flow has also come. And how did it come? I just choose the package.xml. So whichever you find easy, right? You have package.xml, or you can simply go to our browser and just click on the download icon and anything works. Here you have to go to the org, you have to copy the name, you have to paste it here, you have to write the name of the metadata type and then bring it, right? So anything that works for you anything that you feel easy, just go for that version, right? So you might be asking, Himanshu, you just showed me flows, right? What about flow definition? Yeah, even you can do that. So if you want to just get the flow definition, let me just copy paste this here, and the name of the metadata is, I believe, flow definition. So I'll simply say save, and I'll say retrieve. So under flow definition, this is this is where you see the flow definition has also showed up. So you see these two files came as part of the package.xml retrieval. All right. If you want to deploy, you can simply right click here, or if you want to deploy multiple files, right, you can right click here and deploy whatever is in the manifest, you can deploy it to org. Okay. I hope this clears out a lot of air around how to deploy or how to retrieve flows and how to actually, move them from one org to another. Cool. Great. That was all about this particular video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.